Good morning, guys. Is GM moving again? It's kind of funny. GM is moving pre-market every day. You finally get the joke? Oh, thank God Celsius is down. You know, if it goes to 100, I promise them to drink Celsius rest of my life. Do you think it's more difficult for a private investor to be investor in the sense of holding positions for a longer time than being, saying, a swing trader? Everyone should be an investor. You will outperform 99% of Wall Street just buying index funds over a long term. But if you're a good swing trader, you will outperform, well, you know, you're gonna outperform pretty big if you're good. There are some potential EPs today. VIR, OGI, and Bumble are the ones I'm looking at. They're all too thin. Can't take a worthwhile position in any of them, which sucks. KT, not yet. Had a very white candle yesterday. There are some setups in the airline space. Win and MGM are two potential setups too. But I wish I did Penn yesterday. That's the one I really wanted. All these others are laggards. GME. Let's see here. What's yeah, GME. Unfortunately, I missed this whole big move when it went down 50% in I don't know, 20 minutes. But I did re-short on the VWAP fail. I caught this little fade here, and I held some overnight. And I'll maybe add more today. We'll see. It was just straight down. It was too fast for me. It was just straight down. Incredible move. 50% in what, 20-25 minutes? What a move. Yeah, I wish I had caught that, but no. I did the VWAP fail though. Okay. Good luck, guys. An ice cold Nocco to start the day. Pretty good. Yeah, some is one I'm stalking for later this week. A lot of these commodity names, and especially these like South American commodity names are going, or some of them at least. Yeah, some of these uranium names are good. CCJ, pretty good setup. This is 8. 8 looks like shit. CCJ looks good though. What are the other ones? UUU. Looks okay. URA. It's the ETF. Looks really good. Yeah, the uranium sector looks really, really, really good. So this GME gap down, and it ran into this 10 EMA on the 60. If it looks like it's gonna fail here, I'm gonna wait for the first red 5-minute candle. I will add and use the highs of the day as my stop for that add. I still have my core and I'm using a very wide stop on my core, pretty much almost highs of the day yesterday. This thing could very easily go back to that 10-day or lows of the day yesterday. What a weird feeling. I haven't been long industrial metals in years. But that's where the strength is right now, so you gotta go with it. Amba is a semi name, yeah. Nah, not really that great. It's wide and loose. So GME found support on the VWAP for now. Rhodium and nickel. Can you give me some stocks? Other than FCX. Give me stocks. SSDK. Yeah, it looks okay. HBM. It's a copper name, TCCO. No, what? SCCO, sorry. Copper. TRQ. Yeah, they all look like shit. FCX is the best one. The leading copper name. Only problem is it's already had it's a long trend already, so I don't know. But, you know, the setup is pretty decent. Not 5-star, but it is the strongest sector. JWN. Yeah, pretty decent setup. It's actually a pretty... Wait, wasn't this one we were long like a couple of months ago when it broke? Or it was KSS and M. What's KSS and M doing? Macy's actually broke out like 3 days ago on a pretty decent setup. KSS, I don't see it. XLB, XLF, XL, yeah, there are strongest sectors right now. Lumi, I don't know what it is. I know it means snow in Estonian, but I don't know. I guess it's a ticker. Damn, this XME mining ETF had a pretty good setup like a couple of months back, early February. That's the problem with these sectors. Like they already broke out like a month, 2 months ago. There's no setups. Like the oil gas names too. We bought the breakout here early January on these oil ETFs, and now they're all gone. That's the problem. It's a lack of setups. Lack of setups everywhere. There are a few here and there, but not really. You gotta be super selective. This is what how trading is most of the time. It's not the easy money most of you have seen over the past 4 months, or you know, until March. And especially those of you got into the market after March last year. It's a grind. It's not endless easy money. It's boring. Like like November to February was really busy. There was many things to do every day, and now it's just not the same thing. All of these EP candidates failed so far, or not failed, faded. Not really what you want to see. Oh, PTI is the sick. PTI. British American. Oh, okay. Yeah, NVAX, yeah. I'm also watching mRNA. Could be a potential setup. Damn, this NVAX is actually pretty good. But I do like mRNA more. Even though I'm still short it, but I will cover. SID, yeah. Yeah, tricky one though. Trade's super weird. It's because it's an ADR. It's all over the place. Nari, yes, it was an EP yesterday. Also, put symbols in caps, and you don't have to do the citation marks for caps for tickers. GoGo, EP. Where's the EP? It just looks like a random day. Oh, they had earnings today? Yeah, look at the volume. No volume. A good EP trades its average daily volume like in the first 5, 10, 15 minutes. Most of the time. The best ones. This one is you can barely see the volume candle here on the daily. RSI. It's one of these SPACs or yeah, maybe. RSI, they didn't even have any revenue a year ago, according to MarketSmith. But yeah, it has some pretty insane growth. It's another one of these gambling stocks. Man, gambling is apparently a big thing. A lot of people want to ruin their families. Who would have thought? Welcome to America. Yeah, welcome to Sweden. The gambling, there's gambling ads everywhere. It's insane. In a few years, there's gonna be so many fucked up people that are broke, that have ruined their lives, that will be on suicide watch. It's a disaster. Yeah, some of the leading casino companies, online casino companies, are Swedish companies. They're penetrating the US markets now. CWRK. What's the question on CWRK? Oh, yeah. Yeah, Dantes is really, like, he finds these hot themes. It's insane. It's insane. But still, I need specific setups. His Twitter is Dantes Trading. Yeah. Man, I really hope these cruise lines and airlines go sideways one more day, because if they do, there's gonna be 5-star setups for tomorrow. Today there may be 3.5, 4-star setups, most of them. Holy shit! I'm gonna buy. I'm gonna go full retard on them. If they can stay sideways tight like this until tomorrow, they're probably gonna go today. There you go. UAL started. Yeah. Never go full retard, guys. It's full retard is reserved for Twitch streamers. SB. Yeah, the grid set up yesterday. SPLK2. Yeah, the shippers broke out yesterday. And the uraniums sort of look like they maybe want to break out today. Nah, no, maybe too early to tell. Is Chris still in Cannes? Well, you know, you can look at the stream and you will see. You can see my portfolio. You can literally see my portfolio. JD looks like crap. Wait for bases, wait for flags, wait for setups. Wow, there's a snowstorm outside my house right now. Guys, if you want to know this volume candle, where that came from, well, on chats. I love these ETFs. They're so liquid. I just recently realized how liquid some of these not so liquid ETFs are. It's amazing. I discovered it with HEQ. Doesn't trade a lot of volume. Holy fuck, they are liquid. Fuck it, I'll go full retard on Jets. Gotta trade what's liquid. Let's go. Let's see if this ice can go back to sub 8 in the next few days. I'm gonna hold it until Friday, which is, wait, is it tomorrow? Yes, tomorrow. Oh wow, these disc names keep going. Disca and Disc K. Maybe I'll start watching them again. Straight up. I bought the max amount of shares I'm allowed to buy in my main account. It's actually not that big part of my portfolio, but it's the max amount of shares. It's not really full retard. If I'd gone full retard, I would have done twice the size. Half retard is a better word. Unfortunately, yes, there is a max on some brokers. Yeah, that's Ingmar Bergman. Yes, it's true. They that's why some of these ETFs, even though the dollar volume in them isn't that big, they're incredibly liquid. You can do insane, like this HEQ. I was like 20% of the volume or 25% of the volume, I think, on this day here. You can even see the where I bought it. You go back. Wait, was it this day? Yeah. This is where I bought, and this is where I sold. And you have like a couple of penny slippage on a $54 ETF. Insane. That's why where I realized how insanely liquid and some of these ETFs are. Not all of them. So what I did, I actually decreased the volume, the liquidity criteria on my ETF scan. Like, I never realized how liquid, not all of them again, but some of them are just insane. How do you tell which ones are liquid or not? Well, what you do is you put in an order. Let's take an ETF. Let's take something like Jets. You set an order for, say, 10% of the average volume, and then you buy and see what happens. That's how you know if it's liquid or not. If you get filled without slippage, you know it's liquid. If you only get filled on a few shares, up to your limit buy, then you know it's not liquid. And once it's liquid, once you know it's liquid, you're gonna market order the shit out of it in the future. IRBT, I don't know, not really. Yeah, maybe could work. No funds available, that means you're not liquid. What's going on with this GME? Oh, okay, yeah. Again, I'm gonna keep this wide stop. For a third or a quarter of my position, and if I see any good setups, I'll add. Right now, it's just in a sideways range. ICE volume is starting to really die off. I need to cover before it's too late to cover. I need to get the liquidity while it's still there. Otherwise, I would be fucked. Like, if this thing would squeeze from here, you know, go back to 12, 13, 14 bucks on low volume, it would be very hard to get out. So I'll cover what I can. Am I short the airlines? Now, why would I be short the airlines? If you had followed the instructions on the screen, you would know what my setups are. Yeah, I need to put. There needs to be a test of some kind. Can you do a test? Like you have to answer like 30 questions or something to be able to type in the chat. It's incredible. David. Oh, David is back. How was your vacation? How was your weekly vacation? Oh, so you took some time off going to vacations? Okay. Well, if I was going on vacation every week, I would also take some time off. I don't I don't blame you. How did I deal with living expenses during my learning curve? I did have a job and also wait. Yeah, I quit like nine months or 12 months before I became profitable. I took loans. That's how I survived. And I worked part time. But yeah, but I stopped working completely a little bit too early, but it's fine. Laguna Beach. Sounds like a nice place. I hope these cruise lines don't break out today. Like this, like RCL, NCLH. Oh, they're gonna be so good for tomorrow. CCL. Yeah, I want a boat in a hot place. Right now, there's a snowstorm outside. But Bumblebee, it is, yeah, the volume is not really inspiring, but it is a recent IPO. It's a kind of a I guess it could be a hot stock. There is definitely some scarcity value. Or wait, is it? We do have Match.com and IAC. Maybe there's not that much scarcity value, but you know, recent IPOs, you know, they can really make big moves even if the setup is not 5-star. You know, something like just so look at something that happened to RKT. It was a so-so setup, but doubled, almost doubled. And also it's setting up again, maybe for tomorrow. I'm gonna start watching it tomorrow. Yeah, I want to go to South Africa. I'm invested in a company in South Africa. A startup. It's yeah, it's snowing upwards here too because it's blowing so much. The wind is pretty strong. Riot. Setup today? No, the setup was 2 days ago. Who would have thought us nerds would have our day in the sun? There's some actual esports companies nowadays. RKT, I think maybe tomorrow. It could be ready by tomorrow. Warner Bros. Warner Bros. Yeah, maybe. Or nah, I don't know. It did bounce about the 50 building higher lows. Yeah, I mean it could be a setup in a few days. Yeah. VIAC looks good. Good for what? What's the news on SLGG? If you're in VIAC from the setup entry at the 53 or even better from the 38s, that's good. Those were the setups, 5-star. Mob Crush? Okay, they bought a company game. Yeah, there's no sound because I was watching some YouTube. Yeah, the sound was gone for a while because I was watching YouTube, like I just said. DM, DMYY, DM, borrowmoney.com. What? DMYY? Yeah, maybe, yeah. Definitely has some story potential. Damn, DraftKings and Penn yesterday. Those were the ones. DraftKings and Penn. I regret not buying them. What is my trade ID on Bumble? EP. And if you don't know what an EP is, you haven't followed the instructions on the screen. If you know what it is, well, then it's all good. Koppen? Yes, it is kind of too wide, yes. Bumble fit into the EP? Well, it's capping up on earnings. Not the most super explosive ones, but it's a recent IPO. Like I said before, like recent IPOs, they don't need 5-star setups. They can move on fewer, on less than that. Like normally, if it was some random stock with several years of trading, I wouldn't give a shit about it. But just because it's a recent IPO and there may be some scarcity value here, maybe not. Not with Match.com and IAC also being on the market, but these things can make moves. It's not a big position. I actually bought a little bit too much considering the volume on this thing, but yeah. I'm bored. What can I say? Snapchat, yeah. If you can tighten up a little bit more here, it could be good for tomorrow or next week. What has the market? Well, first I need to see more setups. That's what the market needs to do. I don't care what the market does. I need to see more setups. Right now it's very selective. There's a few sectors here and there. Mogo. I'm not sure if it's a good setup. I would prefer more sideways. Do you like Sava setting up? Well, it is in my watch list, so I kind of do like it, yeah. Is Nari too thin for me? Yes. All right, I got some. I have the longest. I have the biggest long exposure now that I've had in a month, maybe, or 2 weeks, definitely 2-3 weeks. So we'll see. Eat? Yeah, that's a good idea. I need to eat. Horrible setup, horrible stock, not a trader stock. No. Just look at the chart. It's all over the place. No clean trends. Not a trading stock. Avoid it. You want to trade stocks that have made big moves. Big, clean moves. You can see my position for yourself. It's right there on the screen. Goose? Yeah, potentially. If it breaks out, yeah, it's not bad. Wait, did GME go down? Oh, okay, yeah, it's back into the range, but it's still above VWAP though. And I need to eat something. I'm really hungry. I could eat the cat. How can I see that fast? Very simple. You just spend a few thousand hours looking at charts. If you want to play Hearts of Iron 3, what a boomer thing to say. Only boomers play Hearts of Iron 3. I play Hearts of Iron 4. What does not a trading stock mean? It means you shouldn't trade it. You're gonna lose money on it. You want things that can make big moves. Not something goes up a little bit and down a little bit and up a little bit. You're just gonna lose all your money. Duke Nukem? Man, those games. I played Duke Nukem a lot. RBLX? What about RBLX? The Black Ice mod for Ahoy 3? Black Ice, what's that? Black Ice. Nope, can't get to the homepage. Why didn't I go long Penn or DraftKings? You tell me. I had them on my watch list, but I didn't buy them. Wolfenstein 3D, yeah. I had the demo version. You got the third of the game for free. A third of the game. Why did I buy Bumble? Because that's up for because it's an EP. It's not up 4 days in a row. It's just coming out of a range here. It's a slightly beaten down recent IPO with an EP. What price did I get it on? Well, I usually buy opening range highs. This time was no different. Will I take profits quicker? Nah, not really. Not really. There's no reason. Well, on some stocks, like if you buy these types of like bounce setups, I think you need to take profits quicker because they're just running up into resistance. But if you buy stuff like, like if I had bought Penn yesterday, I wouldn't necessarily not take profits quicker. No, just follow the sell rules. It's only a bear market in some sectors. Like tech is obviously, but there's a lot of stuff, sectors that are just fine. No need to necessarily take profits faster. How do you build conviction? By spending many hundreds of hours studying setups. I have found mean reversion setups are the best for day trading. Takashi, oh yeah, I have an article, I have a tab somewhere here. Takashi, let's see, here and here. I have some articles on him on tabs. What the hell is this? Are there any specific criteria I look for in mean reversion setups? Sure. There are a couple of examples if you follow the instructions on the screen. And I also have a bunch of YouTube videos. For example, my pinned tweet. If you see my pinned tweet, if you expand on it, there's another tweet, a YouTube video. I'll probably add them to my about page. I think people are having trouble finding them. I just updated the Start Here page a little bit with more links. So now I have, well, this I implemented here. The 4 steps you have to follow. And to also not get blocked for writing stupidity in the chat. And like guys, like all of this is mandatory. Before you write anything in the chat, all of this is mandatory. I'm so tired of getting the same questions over and over that are answered here. Just a waste of everyone's time. All of this is mandatory. Friendly reminder. Please post the link. There's no need to post the link. The instructions are on the screen. All you have to do is follow the instructions on the screen. I know. Tilray. I think it could be a ready setup for tomorrow. The 20-day will come down by tomorrow, and it has a really tight rate. Yeah, I kind of like it for tomorrow. Holy shit. It looks pretty good. What's APHA? APHA also looks there. I think one of them is buying the other. Not sure. What's ACB doing? This one looks like shit. CGC. No, nothing here. Yeah, Tilray and APHA. Wow. Good find. Good find. I'm gonna start watching them for tomorrow. Let's see. Oh, thanks for the assist YouTube video. I'm gonna watch it later. Looks like pretty interesting. Do you know how you can quickly see a trader who makes no money? So this guy made a video about Sys, which is an insane Japanese trader. The first thing, the video starts with master classes and programs. You know, the guy's making no money from his trading. Was it a waste of time? I'll watch it anyways. There are very few traders that catch my interest, but the Sys and BNF, the two Japanese traders, I want to learn more. Alright, I'll do one last scan and... Oh, this SC. Bounced nicely off the 100-day. With some higher lows. I'll pass on it. I was the missing piece of the puzzle. Nice. W looks interesting too. I hope it stays tight like this to at least tomorrow. Save, yeah. Riley. It's an asset manager. Asset managers have sketchy reports. I'm not really. I wouldn't really care about the good or like earning CP in an asset manager. They're more for like growth names and stuff like that. Like banks and everything that's finance related, it's just super sketchy. Like one quarter they can have great earnings, next quarter they're shit earnings. It's all because there's just it's just weird. I can't figure it out. I stick to growth names and commodities and cyclicals and those types of things. Even though they can also be tricky. Growth stocks are the most straightforward. Cyclicals and materials can also be tricky since they usually make their big moves when the earnings are still shit. Sis as a book. It's in Japanese. Sure, I learned Japanese so I can read his book. Alright guys, I'm gonna cut the stream now. I'm gonna enjoy the snowstorm outside with a cup of tea. Alright, good luck and I'll see you tomorrow. And also thanks for all the nice feedback I've gotten. I read most of the things that's said in the chat, but I just can't respond to everything. There's just too much. Alright guys, see you tomorrow.